It's a very cold morning. These plants outside are looking alright, but then again, ferns are really cold hardy, and they don't mind being here with a bit of shade. But it's certainly a cold morning. We've had a bit of snow as well. It's just been really cold for the last couple of days, so there's not been much for me to do. It's dropped down to -3 as well. So I was taking a look up garden, because I did leave a couple of things out last night. Not that it seems to have hurt them too much. This is just a little bit of salad that I've got left, and I've got a couple of seedlings there, and although they've had snow on them, they seem okay. That's good news. And I left his beetroot out as well. Still looks fine. And so does that spinach. You can see that if I knock the snow off, them leaves aren't discoloured at all, even though they've been out in that really cold temperature all night and they're covered in snow. Lamb's lettuce has gone a bit droopy, but I'm sure that's going to pick back up soon enough. Let's take a look in the greenhouse. Carrots are droopy again. I think I'm going to be taking those out quite soon anyway. We'll get rid of a lot. Whatever we get out there will freeze. Still plenty in there for a nice harvest. No germination yet, but I'm not really surprised this weather. But indoors, these seedlings are looking perfectly alright. They're still not really grown much. Still no broad beans. We keep hanging on for those. Garlic's looking perfectly alright. These carrots also look alright. We've certainly had a big shift in weather again. -3 this morning, and as you can see, we've had a bit of snow on top. It's just coming up to midday, so it's starting to thaw a little bit, but it's not done that much damage, even to plants that's been left outside. Because we had the cold hardiest ones outside, you can see beetroots covered in snow, but the leaves still look no different to what they did a couple of days ago. And the salad containers are still looking okay as well. They've not gone discoloured and they've not dropped over. But once again, not much in way of germination. I might take these packs indoors and just pop them on windowsill. It'll speed up that germination so we start and get something before it gets any colder. When the sun's out in daytime, it does warm up quite a bit in this greenhouse. It's the night time that's causing problems at the moment. So I think we'll just arrange them so they're in sun all afternoon. Get that compost warmed up and see if we can help that germination along. I've also been rooting through the shed, digging out some bubble wrap. Never hurts to have a little bit at hand. Especially these rolls that I've got. They're quite long, so I can just quickly unroll it and drop it over top of those plants and they're all sorted. But it looks like we're going to keep getting this -2, -3 for quite a few days, with threats of more snow to come. So if you've not already done it, dig in those sheds, find your bubble wrap, find your fleece. At least that way you're going to be prepared. The T-Rex looks alright though, regardless. Somebody did actually comment on this on channel and said, how's that going to fare in these really cold temperatures? But believe it or not, even though this is a tropical plant, it can stand temperatures down to about -20. So very hardy plants. Well, the spring onions are still trying. They've not gone over, which is good. And his cabbage is alright too. I did notice one other thing. That's the other end of the garden though. I'll just go down there and show you. It's at this area. We've got a couple of random containers down here. One of which has got us parsley in. It seems to be growing away nicely. But next to it is this container, and it's got a volunteer beetroot in it. That ground is solid, but these leaves are still upright, and we've got a nice little beetroot growing in there. It'll be interesting to see what that's like once this container's thawed out, because it is as solid as rock at the moment. Still life in a few things yet. Although it's not nice, frost and snow does have its advantages on certain plants. Things like your carrots and your parsnips, it makes them sweeter once they've been hit by a frost. So if you've got containers like we have, where you're getting ready to start and harvest quite a few, you're going to have some really nice sweet tasting carrots because of this weather. Things like garlic rely on a bit of frost, because that encourages your garlic to split off into multiple cloves. So it does have its advantages. But for the moment, it's now trying to warm up a little bit. And Anne Trotter did mention I've not put a video on for the last 2 days and wondered if I got lurgy, as she puts it. But no, Anne, I'm quite fine. It's just there's not been much to do out here over the last couple of days, and I have got a couple of other channels which I do things on, like his quiz channel that we've just started. Gives us something to do during colder weeks. And this is the reason that I'm out this morning. This composting greenhouse hasn't froze solid. Obviously things outside are in a different condition. Normally weather don't get much colder than this in UK. Although last year we did have that freak weather, -6. So hoping this year it's not going to get so cold. Because if it doesn't, just for the sake of a greenhouse or a cold frame, some fleece or a bit of bubble wrap, we know that them plants are going to survive all the way through it and keep very slowly growing to give us an harvest between now and next spring. All we can do at the moment is just wait and see what tomorrow brings. Thank you so much for being part of this channel, I really do appreciate it. And if you want to see what we're doing on that lead up to Christmas, since tomorrow is the beginning of December, then please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell. I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.